Hi, it's me. I'm back. You're back. We're here. We're all together. It's episode 9. You can see I'm wearing something fancy because we're coming to the end of the celebration of writing your song. That's right, we've been doing this together. My name is Curtis LaBelle, and welcome to Breaking Notes, where we talk about marketing, release, and distribution of your song that you just finished working with your producer in the studio. Let's talk about that. All right, we're here. We're at the part that is a lot of work, and it actually never ends. In fact, now is the time where we start the actual job of a business artist. This is the business side, if you will. And first, I just want to pay attention to what I'm wearing. It's absolutely fabulous. And I just want to point out that I wear this when I clean my house and cook breakfast. So this is my pajamas, and they're fabulous. At any rate, marketing, like I said, can be daunting. And where do you start? And where do you start on your distribution, and how do you release your music? Well, let's talk about the distribution and the release part first. Again, we need to do some research. The distribution platforms that we have are many in form and where they exist across the world. Here in North America, we have different ones, and of course overseas there's different ones. Again, you'll have to do some research and find the one that works best for you. Some of the ones that are out there are DistroKid, we have CD Baby, TuneCore, there's a few different ones as well. They all offer benefits, they all offer different things. Some are better for the style of music that you've chosen, some are better for the audience that you're wanting to reach. So you really have to dig in deep and find out what is going to be best for your adventure as an artist in the music industry. Personally, for me, I've used a few different ones because they offer different things, and you'll find out that they go they'll change. You might want to release this one, your song there, and be like, oh, I didn't really like them, and you'll move on to the next. So again, just like your song, your distribution platform will, as an indie artist, will evolve and change as well. And like everything changes, we always have something new come up every single time, especially with distribution. So now your music is on Spotify, and it is on Apple Music and Deezer and iTunes and all those great places where you can listen to music. You have to celebrate. This is very exciting. So make sure you have a release party, a single release party. What better way than to bring your community together by having a release party? Well, you can do that with your live performance. We're talking about that in the next episode, our final episode, which I'll have something different to wear because we're going to do a live performance of our song. That's the final key. But one of the ways of releasing your music and bringing the community together is through a release party. That way you can share your song through live performance, and perhaps maybe you've made a CD through your distribution label as an indie artist, or you have old school went and bought a bunch of USB discs and slapped your song on a bunch of different USB discs and gave those out as gifts for Christmas time, or who knows what you're doing. Think about the marketing aspect of money as well. Are you selling things? What's your merchandise? What's your song about? Have you made t-shirts? Have you done any of that? And how are you representing that when you are out there in the public talking about your music? Where can we find your merchandise, and where can we listen to your music? One of the biggest ways of sharing and marketing our music as artists and building our community is through social media. Of course, we have print media and we have posters, and we have handbills, and we of course have local newspapers that may still do actual print or magazines, or they do online articles. Make sure you contact your local article newspaper editor or article writer and get them to do an interview with you for your new single coming out. You want to plaster it everywhere and get as much attention to your single as possible. So what avenues do you have? And you can also do a little bit of research in finding out what other artists have used different platforms for marketing to get their single out. We talked about social media. Now I'm wearing blue, and we see a lot of blue in social media. So we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, which is a huge thing for musicians now. We have Snapchat, we have a bunch of other different platforms that I'm sure that I don't even know exist that I could be using in order to connect to my community, to create ads and advertisements and put out flyers and all those things on social media. Posts, that's the word I'm looking for. But the point is, you can't just do one and let it go. You have to keep on top of it. You don't just release a song and then put out a couple of posts and do it for a couple weeks and then forget about it. That's a part that a lot of artists and indie artists think, wow, I've put this out and it didn't go anywhere. Here's the key. You have to stay connected to your community. You have to. It is key to success. That's why community is important. You cannot just expect to put music out and bring community together. You must engage continuously through your music, through marketing. Engage conversation. Ask questions about your music. What did you enjoy about this song? What was your thoughts about the instruments I've chosen? We've worked on these demos. Perhaps maybe you've taken footage of behind the scenes throughout the whole creative process that you've now turned into some marketing videos to engage people to want to listen to your music. Everything is key, and you must stay connected to your community. Music brings community together, but we have to nourish it. We have to nurture it. We have to keep feeding it, or else we will lose it. That is important, and we have to stay there. Let's have a quick recap. We have our song. It's been produced. We've now put it out. We found our distribution label. We are a rising indie artist. We've created our logo for the single. We've put it out on social media, and we are continuing to promote it. But now we have the best part that I like the most. The final connection to the audience that you are performing. That's right, live performance. We're here. We've made it to episode 9. Let's go through the finish line and go to episode 10. That's right. My name is Curtis LaBelle. This is Breaking Notes. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to go back to my dressing room. I'm going to change and get into something a little bit more flashier, if you can believe it or not. Breaking Notes. We'll see you episode 10 for the live performance of your song. Well, we've made it to the last episode with Shiv before I do a follow-up in our final episode for Breaking Notes. But we'll cry later and we'll reminisce about all the experiences we've had over these last episodes. And I am very excited to see what you've created. But we've come to one of the most important parts about being a songwriter and keeping that connection with community is marketing and releasing your song to the public. This is an opportunity for me to kind of hear how Shiv continues on. Once you've created a song and you've put it out and you've released it on a streaming platform, or you've made an album with LPs and you have marketing with merchandise, it doesn't just stop there. You have to keep going. let's talk to Shiv again. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Again, like we were saying, as the cameras weren't rolling, we could talk for hours, and I'm pretty sure the audience who's listening might go, "Oh, that's fun." I just could. Hopefully, they re-watch this over and over again. Excuse me. Marketing. I know for myself as an artist, the best way I love to market is to perform live. And I know you're an entertainer yourself, and I love watching you perform live. But it doesn't stop there, especially when we put out an album. So kind of take me through your process of marketing. What does that look like to you?
It looks like a big confusing mess, and I usually just go to sleep until it passes me by, honestly. I make albums, and once it's done, I don't know what to do with it, and sometimes I have a CD release party. But now CDs aren't even a thing, so I don't know. Like, what is it worth pressing?
Oh, an LP release party. LPs?
I guess, but they're expensive to press, man.
Excuse me. I'm so much talking to you. I have a tickle in my throat. Okay, so you've actually brought up something that a lot of artists, and I say a lot of artists because there's not a lot of the education of marketing is a very important thing, and we have so many avenues and so many resources as artists to dive into and understand how to market. Social media, for example. What are your thoughts on social media for artists, by the way, when it comes to marketing?
I hate it, but I see the necessity of it. I've had a couple people step in and try to guide my ship for me because they can see that I'm clueless and have, like, other than playing live when I do, I don't have any plan. I don't even look for shows. Just somebody will say, "Oh, hey, do you want to play here?" And I'll do it. But now that's kind of dried up to the point where it's like, I wish I had more shows. So but I don't know what to do about it. I've got a website that hasn't been updated in 4 years because I don't know how. I wouldn't know how to.
But you keep paying for it.
Oh yeah, $300 a couple years ago. I'm like, okay. Somebody should call GoDaddy and see what these codes are, so somebody with a brain can figure out how to make it look like I've had a show in the last 10 years. You know. Like.
Well. Okay, so I just lost my train of thought. Let's talk about you said that some people have come forward, the community has come forward to assist and help you because they want to see you grow and extend your music to a further degree and reach a farther audience. And your music is great, and there's some songs that I want you to record that haven't been recorded yet that my husband keeps singing that I can only listen to because he knows the words more than I do. Cool. Every time we buy a mango now, we were just in Mexico, it's the whole time. At any rate, how does it make you feel to know that there is community there that wants to see you excel?
It's good, but I can't focus on it and appreciate it for what it is ever because I'm always feel like I'm under a rock. And I'm struggling.
What's the struggle? What's the rock?
Just every other human on the planet